Joe Hendry signed. I guess that was a thing that happened yesterday.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. So, Fightful
Okay.
Select during the program had mentioned and sent it out over on Fightful Select that Joe Hendry's TNA days are pretty well over. Sources in TNA confirmed to Fightful Select this week that former TNA that's a typo. Former TNA star Joe Hendry is effectively done with the company in an official capacity. Hendry hasn't been seen in weeks, but he has been featured on NXT TV for quite some time. There's good reason for that. He's officially a WWE superstar. Hendry's not listed internally to appear on this weekend's TNA shows, though people we spoke to said wouldn't be surprised to see him drop by backstage as he lives in the area. They're in Florida. Hendry was not booked for TNA Bound for Glory and was not backstage, which surprised the number of people we spoke to. WWE sources confirmed that Hendry is effectively full-time with WWE at this point and officially with the company, and had been someone they wanted to bring in for quite some time. Shawn Michaels had been vocal about how much he liked Joe Hendry and wanted WWE to try to buy out his TNA deal. There were actually a number of months that remained on his TNA deal, but he's now with WWE moving forward. Throughout the process of navigating both companies, Hendry used representation to amicably move forward in his future with WWE. Sports Illustrated John Alba reported this earlier this year that Hendry was expected to join WWE. After last night, I think one can surmise that the smartest man in the room was in fact one Joe Hendry. There is, in fact, a time for concerts and a time to get the fuck out of TNA and go to another company. Garbage cans be damned. Put me with the Hale and I'll pie whoever you want for $30,000. Just get me out of here.
I respect Joe Hendry for getting the bag, and I've made my feelings pretty clear on him over the months and really the last year, because when he should have won the title last year, I thought there was something there with them. I thought they missed the boat. I thought his reign was booked terribly. I think there is a ceiling to where he can go. But at the same time, he's carved out a very good niche for himself to where even if he has that ceiling, he's going to continue to have a roof over his head. So, all good for him, honestly.
Yeah, listen, he's been. I'm not. First of all, no, I'm not going to apologize to Joe Hendry. I have no reason to do that. He gets his money, he gets paid, but it comes at the cost of creative, and his creative in TNA was not great. But the opportunities that he has in WWE are big, and at the same time, they see him as they see him right now, and it doesn't matter because he gets paid. I've never once said he's not going to get paid. How much that is, don't know, don't care, not up to me. How effective he is on WWE programming, that's up to him and how much they care. So we'll see. But for Joe, it was expected, and I pointed this out to Sean. I said at Victory Road in Edmonton, they gave him his big final farewell at the Victory Road show, and they said he'll always be a part of TNA and da 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 da. He's a TNA homegrown, all that stuff. And then they had him get written off by Eric Young, which is like the most TNA thing to do from a write-off standpoint, because Eric Young is synonymous with the company. So for me, I was like, okay, yeah, this is it. They didn't have it Bound for Glory. To me, that was it. The only way they could bring him back is if they had put him in the Call Your Shot gauntlet and he got involved through that. But he wasn't. It's done. So Joe moving on to NXT, I think greener pastures for him. It's clearly what he's always wanted to do. He got that WrestleMania moment. Will he get another one? Well, that's up to him and his booking. So we'll see. But good for Joe. Hope he gets a lot of money, and I hope he is treated well and treats others well. There's plenty more over on Fightful Overbooked. Click that subscribe button, tap that bell, get your notifications. And while you're at it, like the videos, interact with them, say some stuff. We want to hear from you. While you're at it, join us every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, live for In the Weeds. You might like it.